Hello everybody and welcome back to Full House Sports here, myself Charlie. And before the video starts, please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. The Winter Olympics, well, it's not officially underway, but it is underway at the moment with the mixed doubles in curling starting. But it does officially begin on Friday in Milano Cortina. As always with these events, there's been some highs and lows in the build-up with rumours of, well, not rumours, but doping test failures already by an Italian biathlete. There's also been the ice hockey arena not quite being ready yet, which is definitely something that is not great, but it overall is nearly upon us. And for Team GB, I think hopes are high, which is quite nice because, listen, we are not the biggest Winter Olympic nation. We know that. And whenever we win anything at the Winter Olympics, it feels like a massive achievement for a country that I think has an annual 12 days of snow a year. So it's not great. It doesn't make much for alpine skiing, put it that way. So it's a huge achievement for any medal for GB to win. And this year it looks again like it could be quite promising. We have medal hopes in quite a few events, so I am going to go through them. But firstly, I'm just going to pick out a few other things that I'm looking forward to and some interesting stories going into it. Firstly, I think Lindsey Vonn, what a story that's going to be. And it's been developing at a rapid rate. ACL injury, airlifted to hospital, things aren't looking good. It will be very interesting to see how that legend of Winter Olympic sports gets on. She's talking about not wanting to live with regrets. I mean, they're tough. Every sports person is tough. They really are. But to go into a Winter Olympics where you've potentially got a massive injury like an ACL, it's quite something. It's quite a big ask. I think many will want to see her there for obvious reasons, but it's going to be tough for her. It really is with that injury. Interesting to see. What I don't want to happen is what's happened before. She gets to the start and her event begins and she can't muster up the strength to do it, or her body fails her. That would be a real shame. Aileen Gu as well, the American-Chinese athlete who there was a lot of controversy about back in 2022 about who she was representing, where she'd chosen. She was the poster girl of Beijing 2022, and rightfully so. She was absolutely outstanding. I'm looking forward to seeing her back on the snow. She's a fantastic athlete in her sport and a real, I think, crossover star. Really, let's be honest, and I myself am sometimes guilty of this. Winter Olympics, the Winter Olympic athletes, winter sports athletes, often only come to the mainstream spotlight during the Winter Olympics. She is a genuine crossover star, where I think she's got a massive audience in China. She's got a massive audience in America as well, because she has been college there. She's raised there as well. I think she's a genuine crossover star. And also an event that I think many always look forward to is, of course, the ice hockey. Now, the arena is apparently not finished or nearly finished, but we've heard all sorts. I think that's a really strong competition, especially the men's. For many years now, people who watch it will just say, we'll stick USA on the gold medal, stick them on the podium already. It's not like that anymore. You know, a lot of these teams, a lot of these countries have players that are playing in the NHL. A little bit like how the basketball's gone with the NBA's strength, where we've seen an international roster sort of develop there. It's the same in the NHL now, the National Hockey League, that there is a lot of players from internationally that are playing in the NHL and are also playing for their national teams that aren't the USA. So they expect plenty of strength in depth in that. Also, I think an interesting point that, of course, the ITV4 just secured rights for the NHL. It's a growing sport over here, so I'm really keen to keep an eye on that one. Now, going into Britain, as I promised, we do have some medal hopes. Now, we might as well start off with the curling, because as always, we seem to do well in the curling. It gets to about 6 a.m. on, well, it was in Beijing, weren't it? We were all sat up watching. I say we all were. A few of us were sat up watching the curling, thinking we were going to win a medal, which was absolutely unbelievable. Of course, we did. We do have a good habit of winning medals in those events. The men's team are definitely won. Brice Mowat is the captain. They're obviously Scottish heavy. They always are. The mixed doubles did start tonight against Norway. Like I say, it is an event that as Britain we have usually relied on in recent times to get success in. Another person who I think is worth speaking about is Mia Brooks, who was outstanding at 16 in 2023. She was the world champion. She's going into these championships, with these Olympics, with a huge amount of hope of hopefully securing a medal. She's also done outstandingly well in recent times at the X Games. She's a genuine contender, and I think that's something that is hopefully going to bring her success, because if she has the belief and the confidence, yes, always these events, there's people who turn up, there's people who probably outperform themselves for that event, but she is one that is definitely worth keeping an eye on. Matt Weston as well. In fact, Britain's skeleton team as a whole, although there has been some controversy over the helmets, is definitely one to keep an eye on. Matt Weston is the world champion. Wyatt as well is hoping to join him on the podium. We could potentially have 2 medalists in the skeleton, which would be a huge achievement. I know I keep saying that, but it would be. Weston is definitely coming into this in hot form. There has been controversy, I'll say, about the helmets, and the IOC have deemed them illegal, I believe. Britain are appealing, but it's not an ideal prep if you've been practicing with that helmet. That's an interesting story that's developing and one to keep an eye on going into the games. Overall, I think it will be an amazing couple of weeks of sport. It's something, we've got a bloke dancing to the Minions on his ice skates. That's definitely going to be something. And it's just, it's lovely, these Olympics. I love these global events, the way they bring people together. It's not always about the winners as well. It's sometimes about those stories that catch your eye that are ones of just sheer self-sacrifice or hard work, whatever. That is what the Olympic movement is about. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and really looking forward to getting my teeth into it. So hope you guys are too. Let us know what you think. Let us know who you think you should keep an eye on. As always, guys, I've been Charlie from Full House Sports. Have a great day.